Hi, this is Semach Yehuda Richter speaking. I'm with my son Dovid Pinchas Richter. It's Chaf in the month of Elul, 5784. And we're in a very special time now because now's the time that we have to understand Hashem is watching us and it's up to us to decide how this year coming up is going to be. This is a preparatory time. So therefore, I just wanted to make a point before Dovi starts talking that I was bar mitzvahed in a shul called B'nai Abraham, Minneapolis, Minnesota, 1962, and that shul was a featured in the film A Serious Man. Now, the interesting part about that was that my bar mitzvah, because my last name was Richter, the bar mitzvah occurred on the parshas of Shoftim. And Shoftim means in English a judge. And the name Richter in German means a judge. So I had double confirmation that that was supposed to be my parsha. Even though my birthday was a little before that and the shul was on vacation, I had to wait until Shoftim when the shul went back into session and everybody went back to school. Now, I want to make one comment before Dovi speaks, and the comment is that in Shoftim, I'll remember to this day, in the Haftorah, there was a part in the Haftorah where first Hashem says, Anochi, Anochi, I'm going to come and rescue you. I'm going to come and save you. I'm going to be the one to make sure that everybody is going to be safe. And then it says, Hi-Torah. Further down it says, Hi-Torah, which means wake up, wake up. And then suddenly you go down further and it says, Uri, the same shorish. And what is Uri again? Means wake up, wake up. We all have to wake up. So now Dovi's going to tell a story which relates to today. And it's very interesting. So I wanted to give it over to Dovi, and Dovi Pinchas is now going to talk to you. My son Dovi Pinchas is going to say exactly what he wants to get across. Okay, go ahead, Dovi.
We gone through a year, and everyone's trying to understand through this whole year who's against who. Hamas, Hezbollah, and we have Lebanon, we have the Temanim, Houthim in Teman, trying to throw missiles. Who's against who? Everyone's after. Looks like everyone's after us. We're trying to hit the Hamas as hard as possible. And we're trying to get the Hezbollah. We got them with the beepers. It's a big siyata dishmaya. But we have to realize one thing. As much as my father says, as much as the Hamas, we've hit the Hamas, we've hit the Hamas, we've hit this one thing we can't get out. There's one thing. What's the one thing that we're not able to be successful with? Is the hostages. There's still hostages in the Hamas. As much as we try. One person wrote, he said, if Chas v'Sholem, he was a hostage, he would want all of us to do whatever we can to save him. Imagine those hostages now in Rafah. How do they feel? It says in the Parsha, Moshe Rabbeinu went to see the suffering. Let's go see what the hostages are going through. Let's try and feel what they're going through. All they want is to get out and escape, come back to their home. And we're trying as much as we're trying, and we know that where they are. It's obvious that the army knows where they are, but they can't get them because they're scared that they're gonna kill them if we straight away get them. So Hashem's put his cuff in their hands. We can't get the hostages. So what do? First of all, we have to realize I was in shul, and whatever my father's saying, this famous rabbi, also there's two famous rabbis have been saying over and over again. One's Rav Biderman and one's Rav Yosefi. and they're coming through the same message. What my father's trying to say, and then I chaved what he's saying in the Parsha Shoftim. Also, Rosh Yeshiva used to give a famous example. When you hit the dog, the Chofetz Chaim brings it, when you hit the dog with a stick, the dog runs after the stick. The dog thinks that the stick's hitting you. So he starts running after the stick. But if he had a bit of chokhmah, a bit of cleverness, he would go run after the person that's hitting him, not the stick. The person's hitting him, not the stick. The same thing is. Who's hitting us? It's not the Hamas, it's not the Hezbollah. It's a Hashem stick. Hezbollah and the Hamas, it's a Hashem stick. And until we don't realize it, we start to keep on going after the stick, we keep on going after the stick, you see. Okay, we've finished the Hamas, but what about the hostages? We haven't got them there. One of the goals hasn't, like Bibi said, one of our goals is straight out to get the hostages. Until we don't get their goal, we're not finished, and we can't get the whole goal. As much as they're in, we've already been there from Simchas Torah. A whole year we've been in Hamas. What else do you want? How many soldiers have been killed? How many people have been injured? What do you want more? So it says, that's what in this week's Parsha it says, that, I'll give you an example. If you're in a conference, a big conference in France, what do they speak? Which language do they speak? They speak French. If someone comes up, if I go up to the conference and I start speaking in English, and everyone speaks French, no one's going to understand. Who's going to understand? The person that speaks English will understand. So I'm talking, even though there's tons of people, I'm talking to those people that speak English. The people that speak English, those people I'm talking to. Because the language over here is French. So too, Hashem is talking to us. It's obvious. Everyone's saying, these two big rabbis, Rav Yosefi and Rav Biderman, everyone's saying what my father's saying. Hashem is talking to us. The problem is we don't understand the language. Everyone's carrying on like everything. The hostages are still in there, and we can't get them out. Hashem is waiting for us to understand the language, and that's what my father read in this week's Parsha, is to wake up, listen that Hashem's talking to us. All Hashem wants us to come closer to Him. Hashem, we Hashem's sons, and Hashem wants us to come closer to Him. As much as we take care of His children, that's what Hashem wants. Whoever we can be, we can come closer. Every deed we can do to come closer. And that's why Rav Yitzchak Zilberstein said, all these rabbis, Rav Dovid said, the first thing we have to take care of is Shabbos. That's what Hashem wants. Let's start learning about Shabbos, two halachas. That's why we've been learning two halachas every single day, made lots of videos. Let's learn Shabbos. Let's start, people that don't understand Shabbos, even read. If it's too hard to read two halachas, Baruch Hashem, I've made videos that you can listen to, just to listen two halachas of Shabbos, just to get the idea and understanding of Shabbos, the laws of Shabbos. Respect Shabbos. Like we say like my father said, every Shabbos, what do we say? He soireri. What does that mean? Hisoiri means let's wake up. Hisoiri, let's wake up. There's a big visitor. Kiva oirech. There's a big visitor coming. And who's that visitor? Shabbos. And that's Hashem. Boy kala. That's a kala. That's who we have to get married to, because that means that we connect to Hashem. We respect Hashem. And that's what the rabbi said. Rabbi Chaim Kanievsky said, two halachos of Shemitah, Chofetz Chaim, two halachos of Shabbos. And Baruch Hashem, we've been chizik. But we have to know that now Rosh Hashanah is coming. Rosh Hashanah is the time. Yikosevu, and Hashem writes everything what's going to happen. Now's the time. Like Rav Pinchas says, now Hashem's building the world. If we were clever last year at the times of Rosh Hashanah, we knew what's going to happen on Simchas Torah. Everyone would have screamed out to Hashem, cried to Hashem, save us. That's why Hashem wants to come back to Him, to come closer to Him. And that's Hisoiri. That's all Hashem wants us to do. So let's start, like my father's trying to, this whole month, trying to get one message through to everyone to understand. And that's to start understanding the language of Hashem. And this week, the big rabbi came to the Rehov, and that's what he says. Hashem's talking to us. We have to learn the language. And people that don't understand the language, Baruch Hashem, my father, he's come through a long way, and he's understanding the language. And he's trying to help people to just understand the language of Hashem. The language of Hashem is to come closer to him. And the rabbi says, he wasn't scared to say, he says, if we don't wake up, if we don't start, then Hashem has to bring us harder things, chas v'sholem, and harder, like we read in this week's Parsha, Kisavoy, to understand the language. To understand the language. That's all Hashem wants. Let's understand the language. It will help the soldiers. It will help the hostages. You'll see the hostages getting straight out. That Shabbos that all the families of the hostages kept Shabbos, that straight day afterwards, 2 people were rescued. 2 hostages were rescued, and that the one hostage was rescued. That the son, the daughter, went to the kever in America of the Rebbe, and she promised to buy tefillin for the thing, and you see Hashem released him. It's not a problem. Hashem can release anyone, but all he wants is to wake up. Let's help these hostages. Let's understand the language, to wake up. Let's understand that Hashem's talking to us, that Hashem won't have to talk to us anymore, and Hashem will just bring kindness and kindness upon us. Now we're starting a new sweet year. Let's get the language, get the hostages out, and Eretz Hashem, the north, will be able to go back to their houses. Hashem will bring the Beis HaMikdash, and we'll go stronger and stronger. Shekoach.